Not particularly fond of Janet Yellen being in there. I mean, Janet Yellen she's certainly more reasonable than Bernanke.
Yeah.
But for example, she actually spoke, she spoke at the Jerome Levy Institute, which is based in Bard College in upstate New York, at the annual Minsky conference in, I think, about 2003, 2004. So, take my hat off to her for going to it's actually not Daniel in the lion's den, but the lions in Daniel's den. So going in and seeing the opposition. And what she did at that paper was say how wonderful it was that derivatives existed because they were going to stabilize the financial system. Okay. Well, she had the gumption, and again, credit here. She went again to a later Minsky conference and basically apologized for a previous presentation. And she cited one paper by Minsky in that speech she gave. Now, I went looking, where was that paper? It was some damn obscure thing that hadn't even been published that some of her staff would have found and given to a bibliographer so it looked like she read Minsky. So, she's putting on the clothing without having the substance of being an alternative thinker. So I don't have a great deal of time for her. She's better than Bernanke. She's certainly better than Powell and some of the others who could have been put in that position. But no great enthusiasm.
What about the whole armada of BlackRock executives? From Larry Fink to Brian Deese and Wally Adeyemo.
Yeah. I mean, in this, the finance sector's taken over the economy. This is why you should actually have a good talk to Michael Hudson one day as well. Michael Hudson, a great friend of mine and a fellow critic of mainstream economics and finance. He talks about the policy of economic managers being to save the parasite rather than saving the host. And that's what's really going on here. And it's partly, he points out that when a parasite takes over a host, the first thing the parasite has to convince the host is that it's actually to the host's benefit to have the parasite grow bigger. Okay. Yeah. And so we get this mental, drugs coming into our brains and convincing us that letting the parasite get bigger is good for us. This is happening again. We should be hiring industrial capitalists for those sorts of pieces of advice, not the finance sector. So again, it looks like a continuation of the Obama administration.